Okay. Live. It should pop up as live now on my YouTube channel. The reason, for those of you who just came in a second ago, the reason I do YouTube is so you can see my face on here and you can see the board on YouTube. The picture's a lot better on YouTube because it's on my cell phone, which has a nice camera on it. Alright, so if I move this camera here, is there anybody who cannot see the board on the YouTube channel? If there is, you need to let me know. Is the picture quality on YouTube a lot better? Thumbs up.
Can't see nothing on YouTube.
You can't see anything on the YouTube channel?
Yes.
Can anybody see anything?
I can see it clearly. Yeah.
Did you click on the live lesson?
I can't find the live.
So if you're on the YouTube channel, here, let me show you. Alright, so I'm sharing my desktop with you so you can see what I do. So go to YouTube and then go to my channel. And then if it's not showing up here under my videos or home, then you might need to just refresh the page and then it should show up and then you can click it and it should be live. Did that help?
Yes.
Okay. Now it's really important. I need to know if anybody's not able to access the YouTube stream.
I can see it now.
Okay. Kiara said, I don't see the live. Kiara, do you see it? Are you okay now? Okay, Christian said refresh. Bella said I can't see it. Bella, can you see it now? Desiree said I can't see it. Yeah, I can see it now. Yes, yeah, perfect. Okay. I might just do that. I wanna do that. No. Okay, so you're gonna have two. All right, let me start over. My name's Mr. Mylan. Hi, nice to meet you, kids. My first mod, everybody had their camera on, and it was actually really nice for me to see the faces of the students I'm teaching. Now I understand some of you are shy. For my class, I want you to stay muted the entire time, but I would like to see your faces. So if you are not shy, please show your camera. Thank you. I'm not going to post your faces online. No worries. This is recorded, but I don't post this Zoom recording. I post the YouTube one. Okay. Now, as far as feedback goes, go to the bottom of your screen and you see where it says participants. Click on participants. And then a little window should pop up, and do you see where it says yes, no, go slower, go faster? Does everybody see that? Shake your heads yes if you see it. Okay. Everybody click the yes. Okay. This lets me know that you understand and you're following along. If you click it again, it'll go away. Now everybody click the no. Okay. This lets me know that you don't understand or you're not following along. Alright, now if there's any point during a lesson where I'm just moving too slow and you're like, alright, pick it up, you can hit go faster. Go ahead and click go faster. Okay. This is a way for me to know how you're feeling without having everyone else know how you're feeling, okay? Can everybody see everybody's names there? Does the go faster show up for everybody? It shouldn't. Alright. There's also, if you hover over more, you can click the thumbs up. Everybody click the thumbs up. Okay. The good thing about thumbs up is I can see it on your video. I don't have to look in the chat. So everybody click thumbs up, please. Okay, I'm not seeing everybody clicking thumbs up. I'm not moving on until everybody clicks thumbs up. Go to participants, go to more, and then thumbs up. Okay, we're moving on. I had 18 thumbs ups. That's good. 19. Perfect. Okay. Some people don't have it. Okay. That's okay. Alright. There are a few websites you need to check every single day. The first website you should check is Google Classroom. The second website you should check is your email. And then the third one you should check is... What was it? I don't know. We'll just leave it at those two for now. This goes for all your classes. Check your email and your Google Classroom every day. And you should have both of those things up during class all day long. Alright? If you go to my... I'm sorry? Okay. If you go to my Google Classroom, I'm going to share my screen real quick with you. You can pull this up on your screen. Okay, can you guys see this okay? Here we go. Can you guys see the Google Classroom that I pulled up on my screen? No. You don't see it. Okay, I'm getting thumbs up. I shared my screen. You should be able to see it here. Bill, what'd you say?
I don't see anything.
What do you look at? Can you see my face?
Yeah.
And you don't see anything behind my face on the screen?
No.
Alright, well, Bill, just go to the Google Classroom. Alright. On the Google Classroom, you'll see a bunch of stuff I posted. Go to classwork, and in there you'll see class resources. The first thing is the class syllabus. I'll go over that in a second. And then you'll see the rules, your schedule, course websites, and then some graph paper if you ever need to print any. Alright, so let's look at the rules real quick. Here are my rules. Be on time. That means 5 minutes early. You guys did a pretty good job at doing that today. So you should be here around 10:25. I won't start class until 10:30, but you can still sign in so I know you're here, and then you can just mute yourself and turn your camera off until class starts. Alright. Be prepared. Have your notes ready. Have all your websites open. That's Google Classroom, YouTube, and your email. And be present. No distractions. Stop looking around your room. Stop looking at your phone. Close all of the websites that you shouldn't be on. Alright. Don't be in the kitchen where your family's making lunch. Okay, be a note taker. Yes, we're online, but you guys still have to take hard copy notes. This is a math course. You're going to be taking a lot of notes. Alright. I recommend a spiral notebook or a composition notebook. Either one's fine. Be muted. This is really important. I know you guys are going to get tired of hearing my voice after a while, but if everyone's voice is going at the same time, it's impossible to figure out what people are saying. So you are not to unmute yourself until I ask you specifically a question. Alright. Behave. Use our time wisely. No playing around. Be appropriate. That means dress appropriately, as well as don't curse. No distractions in the background. I don't want to see your dirty clothes hamper in the background. I don't want to see a poster of Post Malone dabbing in the background. Okay? Make sure everything that you have around you is appropriate. Okay. Any questions about the rules? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Alright. Syllabus. I'm not going to read through this because I posted a copy for you. You can read through it on your own. You guys took Accelerated 2 last year, yes? With Miss Waters. I'm not getting any feedback. You guys give me a thumbs up or a head shake?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Alright, so that was your prerequisite. This course will be broken into 2 courses. This is a hybrid course. It has part of Algebra 1 as well as part of Accelerated 2. So you'll be doing both courses simultaneously. It'll be a lot harder than last year. Alright. My name is George Milan. It's spelled like Milan, Italy, but it's pronounced like Milan, like you're from West Virginia. Like there's a Y in it. My email is george.milan@pgcps. My planning is from 1:10 to 1:55. School phone number's there. You guys are my second mod. You're class 802. We meet at 10:25 to 11:10. Calculators. You guys are going to be using Desmos, so you'll be using scientific and graphing. Your grade breakdown is 35% classwork, that's what we do in class, 25% independent assignment, that's like homework, and 40% assessment, that's your tests, quizzes, projects. Don't worry about signing this. These are all of your standards that you're going to learn this year. And then your math practices. Okay. Moving on. Here's your schedule in case you didn't find it on the website. We're in second mod, so right now, what time is it? It's 10:53, so we have 15 more minutes of live instruction and then supposed to have 10 minutes of practice. Alright. And then your third mod will be after lunch. So you go to lunch after this class. All right, and then here's my course websites. Clever, that's the other one. Clever is really important. Most of you, if not all of you, can get into Clever. That's how you're going to get to Google Classroom, get to your textbook, get to SchoolMax, Khan Academy, Desmos, your email, Zoom, Nearpod. And then here's two other links. YouTube, I post all my recordings on YouTube. I will link them to Google Classroom. And then Concept Board, we might use that later. It's like an online whiteboard. And then Speak Agent, I don't think we're going to use that. Okay, those are the websites. And then if you need to print graph paper, there you go. I recommend getting a graph paper notebook. Here's one on Amazon. You don't have to get this exact one. This is just an example. This is just a spiral one with graph paper inside. Okay, you can get these Office Depot, Target, Walmart, CVS probably, some other places. Okay. Questions so far? All right. Is there anybody who is not on my live stream on YouTube? Spencer, are you on my live stream on YouTube? Spencer, please speak. What?
I'm not on the live stream now.
Did you search for me on YouTube?
I tried, yes.
Okay, search Mr. Milan, Milan. You'll see my ugly mug pop up on one of the top 3 things. Anybody else on here not able to get to my YouTube? You need to speak now. Okay. Spencer, how we doing? I can't hear you, Spencer.
I found it.
Okay, are you sure you're in? Okay. Guys, subscribe to my YouTube so we don't have to go through this process anymore.
I can't sign in because apparently this Chromebook is restricted to a lot of things, so it won't allow me to watch the live stream.
Okay. Well, you need to figure that out before next class. Before tomorrow. Are you logged into the Chromebook on your PGCPS? Spencer,
Yes.
are you logged into your Chromebook with your PGCPS account?
Yeah, I don't have anything else I can use.
Okay. I don't know why it wouldn't let you look at the live view. Anyways, you can see well enough on Zoom, I think, for today. So just pay attention. All right. What time do I have till? Until 11:20. Okay. We are in. If you want to pull up your textbook, you can do so. We are in Chapter 6, Section 1, Functions. Your textbook is Big Ideas. It's online through Clever. You don't need it open right now, but if you want to get it open, you can. Chapter 6. What's today? Today is 8/31/2020. We are in chapter 6, section 1, functions. All right. What is a function? All right, a function is like a machine. It takes an input, it does something to that input, and then it gives you an output. Think of a function like a machine. Here's your input, we call this x. You plug your input into the machine, it goes in here, it does some stuff, and then it gives you an output which we call y. Alright. Now there's different ways of looking at a function. Generally we use equations to represent our functions. So we might use, the function might be 2x, 2x, let's say plus 1. Okay. So here's my function, alright. Well, let's say y equals this. We'll leave it. Okay, what do you need to know in order to use this? Yeah, you have to know what x is, right? So we got to plug something into this function. So we could come up with any value for x we want. Let's call x 10. Let's say when x equals 10, what does y equal? Well, you got to plug it into here. So we would say 2 times 10 plus 1, and we would get 21. Well, is that the only x value we can use? No, we can use other x values. Let's say, well, what about when x equals 5? Well, you would do 2 times 5, which would be 10 plus 1, which is 11, right? So when x equals 5, y equals 11. All right. So what happens when you have a bunch of x's and y's? What do we call those? Call them coordinates. So if you have an x and a y, and we put them in parentheses with a comma, this is called a coordinate, or a point on a coordinate grid, right? What is the x? This is your input, and what is the y? That's your output. So what would be my first coordinate given this? Well, it would be 10, comma 21. What would be my second coordinate? It would be 5, 11. Okay, so here I did two different things. I showed you what a function is as an equation. This is one of the ways we view functions. And I showed you what a function is as a coordinate. This is another way we view functions. Now today we're not actually looking at either one of these views, but I wanted to introduce what a function is. A function is a process in which an input creates an output. Alright? Like a vending machine. You put in money, you get out a soda, right? Or a car. You put in gas, you get out exhaust, right? Any machine or process, you put something in, you get something back, right? Think about it like studying for a test. That's your input. You study for a test. The function is you actually taking the test, and then the result is your grade. That's your output. All right, so here's what we're actually going to look at today. It's called a mapping diagram. A mapping diagram is a way of looking at a function. There are 5 ways of looking at a function. The first way is as a graph. The second way is as an equation. The third way is a mapping diagram. The fourth way is as ordered pairs. And the fifth way is a table. So we're going to do all 5 of these. All right, so the first one we're looking at today, I already showed you a little bit about the equation, ordered pairs. We'll get to that later. But today we're really focusing on mapping. And we only have a few minutes left to do this. What do we have until 11:15, and it is 11:05. So we only have 10 minutes, but that's okay. We can do a lot in 10 minutes. So here's a mapping diagram. A mapping diagram is just a way of visualizing a function, okay? This is what it looks like. These are your inputs. We call these X. Let's do 1, 2, 3. This, it's like a bubble, and inside that bubble you just list out your numbers. Here, all of my inputs are 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then we have our outputs in a separate bubble, and let's say 2, 4, 6, and these are my Y's. X, Y, inputs, outputs. Now, these inputs go into the function and they create these outputs. So with a mapping diagram, we're actually going to show the map. When you think of a map, you think of roads and routes, right? We're going to show the way we get from here to here. Okay, so for this mapping diagram, we would say 1 maps to 2, and you're using a line with an arrow. 2 maps to 4, and 3 maps to 6. Okay, so let's write this mapping diagram as ordered pairs. So what would be my first ordered pair? You can type it right in the chat. Any ideas? Correct. Yeah, good job, guys. 1, 2. So my first order pair is 1, 2. So write that down. What would be my second order pair? It would be 2, 4. My third would be 3, 6. Should I write 4, 8? No. With mapping diagrams, what you see is what you get. These are your inputs, these are your outputs. Just so you start to get used to this terminology, we call inputs your domain. Just so you start hearing these words. And your output we call the range. Okay. So here we have a mapping diagram. Here we have ordered pairs. Does anyone have any idea what this function would be in equation form? You can type it in the chat if you know. Nobody? What happens between the inputs and outputs? 1 goes to 2. What happened to that number? It doubled, right? 2 goes to 4, it doubled, yeah? 3 doubled to 6, so the equation is actually y equals 2 times x. That's the equation. And then we could, so we listed this as ordered pairs. I just showed you the equation. We could graph this, and if we put this in a table, what would the table look like? That would be a table. And to graph this, you would put it on a coordinate grid. You'd draw a coordinate grid, and you'd plot those 3 points. 1, 2, 2, 4, and 3, 6. And that would be your graph. And that's the 5 views of a function. All right. Let's look at one more. Okay, what's my first ordered pair? So our job today is just to list ordered pairs. What's my first ordered pair? Type it in the chat. Rate of change, what is the third one? That's a 12, I'm sorry. There you go. Yeah, 1, 4, good. It's 1 maps to 4. What would be my second ordered pair? 215 is correct. What will be my third ordered pair? 211. Very good. All right. You guys, have you guys done this before, or are you just picking up as we go? Yes, you've done this before?
We've done it before.
Okay. I'll speed it up. I'll speed it up a little bit. The third ordered pair would be 211 and then 312 and then 320. Okay. 5 ordered pairs. Now, tomorrow, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about whether or not a mapping diagram demonstrates a function. Okay? And here's what you need to know for that. So this is the last thing I'll leave you with today. And you need to write this down in your notes. When inputs have outputs. Okay, that's it. Yes. What? Yeah, the Zoom screen's not going to really work, but however, I'm going to save this YouTube video and post it on Google Classroom, okay? So you'll be able to watch it. So just try to follow my voice. Basically what I've written is a relation is when inputs have outputs. Can you guys see on the YouTube video okay? Yeah. All right. A function is when each input has only one output. Okay. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. Homework. Your homework is on Google Classroom. It is to finish the contact information survey. If you've already done that, you don't have homework. If you haven't done that, it is on the Google Classroom. It's due tomorrow by 8 a.m. Okay? It'll take you 10 minutes tops. All right. Does anybody have any questions before I let you go? No. Is anybody in here coming late? Let me see. Is Tracy here? Tracy? Or is Ibrahim here?
Mr. Rowe.
I got you, Ibrahim. When did you come in? Ibrahim, when did you come in?
Probably like 1 minute late.
Okay. If you're ever late, you need to stop me at the end of class and make sure I record your presence. Okay, see you guys later. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.
Mr. Brown?
Yeah, totally. What's up?
I have a question about the relation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, for a relation, you said when inputs have outputs.
Yes.
Is that like multiple? Can it have multiple?
Yes. Relation is any relationship between an input and an output.
Oh, okay.
So all functions are relations, but not all relations are functions. I'm sorry. Yeah, not all relations are functions.
Okay.
So if an input has multiple outputs, we don't call it a function, but it's still a relation. And we're going to talk about it tomorrow.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
later.